Reggie Round and the Aga Panthers, written by Jane Grant, illustrated by Martina Heiduczek and published by Little Hare. A wonderful book full of imagination and a great play on words. Aga Panthers. You need to be a bit of a gardener to know that Aga Panthers are something else other than panthers. Let's see if you can work it out if you don't already know. Aga Panthers. Reggie Round and the Aga Panthers. Reggie Round refused to walk past the house next door. A mysterious old lady lives there, said Reggie, and I bet there are ghosts and ghouls and wild beasts too. It's your imagination that's wild, said Mum. Reggie Round did like to imagine things. He spent most of his time pretending he was somewhere else. Somewhere exciting. One night after the lights went out, Reggie began to think about the house next door. He thought about its shadows and its twisted vines and the way the air felt cold when he went too close to the fence. Reggie shuddered. He tried to focus on the comforting sound of his mum and dad in the next room. We have to do something about the garden next door, said his dad. The Aga Panthers have gone feral. They're completely wild, his mum agreed, especially the blue ones. They'll be in our garden before we know it. Ferocious creatures roamed through Reggie's dreams all night. He woke up earlier than usual. When he went downstairs, he found himself jumping at every noise. Reggie knew what panthers were, but what were Aga Panthers? What were feral, wild, blue Aga Panthers? Reggie spent the morning researching. His treehouse gave him the perfect vantage point. Once he saw an Aga Panther, he'd have a better idea of what he was up against. That was how he spotted it. Hidden among the plants was something shiny, something red. If I edge along the branch, I can just reach it, Reggie thought. But as he inched across, he heard a rustle. Reggie lost his balance and tumbled down over the fence and into the garden below. Reggie froze. He held his breath and closed his eyes. Was that something moving in the bushes? Was that the sound of paws padding towards him? He felt warm breath on his cheek, then a gentle lick. Hello, Reggie. I see you found Scooter's ball. Reggie opened his eyes. A smiling old lady was peering down at him. Scooter certainly seems happy to see you. I'm Daisy, said the old lady. Where are the Aga Panthers? Stammered Reggie. Oh goodness, they're everywhere. I need to dig some of them out, but it's a bit too hard for me these days. Reggie could see big clumps of blue flowers all through the garden. He stood up sheepishly. It turned out the house next door wasn't as scary as Reggie had thought. In fact, it was pretty great. There was a lovely garden to explore, bigger trees to climb, and all sorts of curious things in the shed. Reggie Round loves playing at the house next door, and Daisy and Scooter love having him. The end. But did you work out what the blue Aga Panthers were? Maybe not this kind of panther. Maybe this kind of Aga Panther, a beautiful flower that lots and lots of people have in their garden. Just goes to show what your imagination can do for you though. Poor Reggie, but he had fun in the end, and I hope you do too. Why don't you listen to the story again or go out and buy your own copy? Remember, it's published by Little Hare, written by Jane Grant and illustrated by Martina Heiduczek. Bye for now.